Well, our ball screen defense, they created a lot of advantages off the ball screen. We got to do that and rebound it.
Talk to us about pace coming into this game. How did you feel about the pace of that first half?
Well, I started to play a little better second half of the first quarter.
All right, thanks a lot, Coach. We appreciate it. Atlanta in front. These teams split their 4 regular season meetings as Hull knocks down the 3. Much needed.
Of these capable shooters, including the woman with the ball in her hands right there.
Yeah, Ryan Howard, the only player in league history to have 2 games where she hit 9 threes, which matches a league record done by a few different players, but she is the only to have done it twice. Boston backing in, picked up the dribble, out to Hull, 4 to shoot. Howard all over Hull, 1 to shoot. Hull, an air ball and a shot. But Atlanta 9-0 in the last 9 games that she played. As that is going to be an offensive foul on Gray. Boston loses it out of bounds. Hull on the cut, gets denied and fouled. And Lexi Hull is going to shoot a pair. After getting word from his bench.
Right at the very end, but that's just me being devil's advocate.
We're already seeing Indiana have to use a couple of contact with fouls overturned, so they no longer have a challenge because they've used their 2 successfully. Atlanta still holding on to theirs. Could have potentially used one on that possession. Howard to the reverse, couldn't slip it in. Howard. Natasha on Hillman, draws 2. Boston a 3. Back ironing off, long rebound Mitchell. Free throw line jumper is good. And this game is tied at 40. Out Atlanta. Because of all the injuries, namely to Caitlin Clark.
Both of them have had the increase, and at times the point guard as well.
And Steph White has told us many times that Boston is probably the most affected player by Caitlin's absence because those pick-and-roll chemistry. Boston and Bree Jones really battling right now. Physical.
It started at midcourt, they were battling.
Yeah. Gray dips away and drops it in.
Great response.
15 for Gray. Knocked away on the steal. Here is Gray out of bounds. And we'll take a listen in. Going to keep it right here as it will be Indiana basketball. Gray frustrated. Probably was clean on 1 look. Mitchell short on a 3. Hillman the board. Howard separates. Over to Canada. 8 to shoot. Canada the crossover, the kick. Howard a 3. She got it!
All started with Jordan. Canada rejected the screen.
A 7-0 run after a 7-0 run. And the lead back to 7 for Atlanta. Boston, center of the lane, didn't take it, in trouble now, loses it out of bounds. That noise as well?
Maybe.
Mitchell floats it in, plus the foul. And Kelsey Mitchell a chance for 3. The wobble in 2020. As Mitchell completes the 3-point play, 18 for Kelsey Mitchell. Canada just so speedy, unable to drop it in. Jones keeps it alive. Gray. And Sims trying to get around Hillman to the corner. Holes 3. Around and off. 4-point Dream lead. Howard nearly lost her footing. Gray looking to get around Mitchell. Mitchell all over Gray and will be called for the foul as Alicia Gray goes to the line to shoot 2. Mitchell, now Sims. As Gray misfires.
Because your hand's like going over the pen or the pencil as you're writing.
Oh, yeah, you're like smudging as you write.
So you have to but that's why.
Never thought about that.
Of course, you're writing.
Sims able to scoop it in off the window.
She goes around.
Caldwell bounces in. Griner steps away. 7 to shoot. Good quick first step. Caldwell to the corner. Howard in and out. Boston took a shot in this third. Mitchell jitters, dishes. Howard thought about the three. Instead, just gets smushed by Hillman. Took it away. Gray, no. And a whistle against Lexi Hull. And Alicia Gray is going to shoot
The rim, but I don't think there's a foul.
And there's been a lot of that. There's been some of that on both sides today, where we see a replay and you're just kind of like, huh?
Yeah. But credit Alicia line like she did.
Mitchell scoops it in with speed.
How did she do that? She was surrounded her.
Kelsey Mitchell, and a whistle here will go against Indiana. And it will be on Mitchell as Howard hits the floor, and Indiana's bench just explodes with frustration. And Caitlin Clark is the...
Yes.
Hillman. On a three. Naz Hillman, who shot first 3 seasons, put up 165 this year. It's a big one there. Gray weaves around Sims and had it taken away by Boston. 20. Gray is 18. Boston guarded by Jones. In the corner, Sims airmails it. Hull can't get to it for Atlanta. Gray. Back to Hillman, and now Atlanta will set third quarter. Hillman and a foul. Boston gets called for it, and free throws for Naz Hillman.
Naz Hillman just...
And how she's even more confident in everything else she already did well now that she's shooting it from 3.
She's 25 years old. At that age, it is not easy. I mean, that's young in life, but in basketball form,
right?
She's a grandma.
So 25 is now grandma.
In basketball.
Here's Hull. Curling and missing. Gray the rebound. Indiana had tied it earlier in the quarter. 2:15 to go in the third. Game 1 of this best-of-3 series. New York Phoenix up next on ESPN later on tonight. 10 Eastern. It's Vegas and Seattle game 1 on ESPN. Howard grazes the rim, and it's out of bounds. Already taking care of Golden State. Game 1 of that series. The top-seeded Lynx looking very impressive. As the foul's called again. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell gets it over to Turner, missed it badly, and that is going to be... The Yankees and Red Sox, once again, our Sunday night baseball match of the final meeting of the regular season Fenway. Next up, it's Ashley Bruca's turn to bring the Yankees some luck. Here's Mitchell, unable to finish. That'll be the daughter of our producer, Ian.
Right. I'm a Red Sox fan, so I don't want them to bring the Red Sox. 4 players in double figures from Minnesota in that one.
Kayla McBride shot it very well also. Started the 4th quarter in game 1 in Atlanta. Dream a 5-point lead over Indiana. Petty couldn't grab the rebound. Canada bounces. Jones finishes. Petty almost lost the footing, did lose the basketball. Here comes Gray. Into the corner, Hillman. Missed that one. Gray fingertips the board. Another chance here for the Dream. Jones and Boston have been battling all game, and a foul called on. No calls that were called fouls at the time. One to save Lexi Hull, and to save Aaliyah Boston one. Howard rings in a 3, and Atlanta has its largest lead of the day. Hull putting it on the deck and getting swallowed up. Here comes Atlanta. Canada dishes. Gray, catch, fire. No. There on the loose ball, and someone's going to get teed. It's Stephanie White. She has had enough of what she has seen from the officials here today. Understandable frustration from Stephanie White. Whether there was really anything worthy of a foul there. Yeah. But it's just the frustration has boiled over. And look, there are times where close. Sims does get fouled here. And then a technical foul on the end of the first quarter. Atlanta a 12-point lead. Almost 2 minutes into the fourth. Turner has it knocked away. Last hit.
Have that right now, and it's been evident.
She's on the bench with 5 fouls. Howard comes down with a rebound. Caldwell, adjustment air, couldn't finish. And a whistle going against Atlanta, as it's going to be Indiana basketball. Here's Gray. Gray through the lane. Couldn't squirm that one in. And that is going to be an illegal screen on Natasha Howard. As
a lot of slipping on the floor here.
Yeah. I want to look into that. Nice pass. Gray unable to finish, but gets fouled by Turner. And Gray will shoot 2. Beautiful delivery from Naz Hillman. Taking a look at the upcoming WNBA playoff schedule. 2 more game 1s on ESPN. For more on these games, please go to WNBA.com or visit the WNBA app.
WNBA games are usually fast. And this one is like...
It's Mitchell. Looking to escape Caldwell. Howard will try a 3. And did. Bree Jones last week.
Their offense at times has been anemic.
And Holly pointed out before, this is an Atlanta team that finished 2nd in defensive rating as they come up with a steal. They were 2nd in offense, 2nd in defense. Minnesota was 1st in both. Boston getting ready to check back in. Caldwell to shake. Sims then knocked it out of bounds off of.
Nothing is in a vacuum. Those post players on both sides have been battling and been incredibly physical all game long. That's the tone that was set. And I think both players like it that way. Bree Jones and Aaliyah.
This year, kind of like Nikola Jokic. And she has been 15 games with Bushy's back. Let's see if they can get it heated up.
But Aaliyah told us an interesting story at All-Star. She was talking about being at South Carolina and passer. That's something that's going to have to be key to your skill set as a pro. And she said it wasn't really till this year where she's seen it have to truly become a hallmark of her game, but it has, and she's been working on it for a while now. Here's Powers, stops on a dime, and Ryan Howard was there to deny her. But a foul, and Powers will shoot 2.
You know, Holly talks about her as a facilitator, but also her ability to bring the ball up the floor has been so helpful for the Indiana Fever all season long. The best plus-minus. Granted, everyone's a minus, but she's still the best plus-minus for Indiana so far today.
At a -2. Hull, Sims, Boston, Mitchell, and Powers for Indiana. Under 6 minutes to go in the fourth. Knocked away by Boston, grabbed by Powers, fouled by... Mitchell gives it up beautifully. Boston lays it in.
The number of screens that Aaliyah Boston set on that possession and have on the floor.
10-point game, 5:15 to go in the fourth. Game 1 of this best-of-3 first-round matchup. Howard connects.
Best compliment you can give any player is that they make the game look easy, and Ryan Howard certainly does that.
Howard with 20, Gray with 20 as Powell, and they have delivered in game 1 for the Dream. Jones deep catch and the soft touch.
I think lacrosse game.
Big hope for shown. Mitchell again. Boston finding Mitchell backdoor.
But this is time if Indiana wants to make a charge here where they have to get some stops at the defensive end.
First points of the quarter for Mitchell, 6th assist for Boston. Jones posting Hull. Hillman throws it away. Powers on the steal. Powers a loose handle. Stephanie White urging her team to move it as Powers can't finish. Howard comes down with the rebound. Boston hands off to Mitchell. Mitchell scoops it off but gets fouled. And with a couple of free throws, Kelsey Mitchell can make this 1-1 format. Also the first time we're going to have our family of networks. Mitchell makes the second. 10-point game, 3:30 left in them. Here's Howard, bouncing it in. Hillman, muscling Powers. Hillman gets it to drop, busts the foul, and a chance for 3 for the indispensable Naz Hillman. And then over Powers.
That's how you would have done it.
Yeah. Tonight to rethink that one.
I know.
Back to 13, 3 minutes remaining. Powers and a whistle underneath is going to go against Jones. I mean, Jones
just bang back and forth.
Boston hits the free throw. Boston has 7 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists. Kelsey Mitchell with 27. Chloe Bibby, Sid Colson, Sophie Cunningham, as well as Ari McDonald, as that one is going the other way. With 27, still 2:40 to go, Indiana down 11. Mitchell bounces, Boston misses the layup. Got great position, couldn't finish. Howard unable to finish as well. Natasha Howard just 5 in on a game 1 win in this best-of-3 first-round series. Hillman at 3. You bet! Mitchell floats it short. Howard around the screen, stepping away. Can't hit the 3. Hillman the O-board. Able to swerve out of traffic. Howard lobs it back. Hillman on the finish. And that should just about do it, as Stephanie White will take a timeout. Hall into the game for Indiana. Hall, another hardship signing late in the year, gets fouled and will shoot 2 with 1.
Ready for game 2.
And you asked Carl Smesco about series and adjustments, because Atlanta had a unique thing happen with their schedule at the end of the season. You treat a playoff series with how he was preparing and adjusting.
And he said he was, and why that's important in this particular case is because this is his first season coaching type format, and they had 3 opportunities to kind of make the tweaks X and O wise and get their players to do that as well over the course of the last couple of weeks.
Rebecca, from an Indiana standpoint,
In his back pocket.
right, you don't have series in college.
Yeah.
How about, we're talking about adjustments, how about Indiana?
Very hopeful that they can get Gentis back as another player who could spread the floor offensively when at home.
Yeah, they have shot it so well. The #1 in the league in 3-point shooting at home, and last in the league on the road, 38.5% compared to 0.9%. Shot clock violation there on ESPN. Final 24 seconds here. Hall able to lay it in. Atlanta Dream, who are now 1 win away from a trip to the semifinals. Atlanta takes game 1, 80-68, the final. And the Dream claim their first playoff game victory since 2018.